This is Group Ironman, like you've never seen it before. Klum, the Huntsman, Telecom, the Bard, and Christylize, the Scout. Restricted classes, randomized spawn locations, insane abilities. These legends will face the ultimate challenge. They will need to work together to survive. This is your Season 1 roster for Legends Survival.
We've knocked out some majorly fat grinds today. I have one more important moment to share with you. With this Willow Log, we are now level 50 fire making. We can now access Wintertot. Now, obviously, we don't have the Wintertot chunk unlocked yet, but I'm willing to bet that we have a few tasks along the way that maybe we might be able to complete. Here's the stats after today's grind. 51 fishing, 53 cooking, 50 fire making, 56 woodcutting. Yeah, baby. Those stats are killer. In fact, looking at my map and looking at the chunk picker, this northern tundras chunk, the only task in there is to chop and burn a dead tree, which we've already chopped and burned regular trees. Northern tundras is completed and awards us a chunk unlock. Wintertot is going to be my chunk unlock. Pretty self-explanatory. Just a heads up, with the nature of two of our legends right now having access to Wintertot, you likely won't see any clips except for loot from both of us. So don't be discouraged. I know people like to unsubscribe from Wintertot accounts. I'm not stupid. You don't have to worry about that. There's plenty of other things going on. Make sure you like the video, by the way. The really sad thing is that I'm just about one chunk away from every single piece of warm clothing. The piece of warm clothing is right here, right here, right here. But it does look like I can get the one right in here. So I'm going to go get that one. Ooh, also, although I can't actually use it as a weapon, I can wield it. Staff of Fire obtained. We're here in Artie. Had to use a weird way to get here. Basically, I went to Port Sarim, and then I quick traveled to KlumJK, and then I hopped on the charter ship, went to Brimhaven, hopped over to this Ardoon Remington, and here I am right here. It actually worked out that we're here because I'm going to go ahead and buy a house. And 1K down the drain, starter house is unlocked. This does mean we can train construction in Wintertot.
Now, the first thing I'm going to do with this episode is I'm actually going to be nice and gift Calum 2 blessing tokens. I feel like me and Chris have progressed a lot, and Chris has already helped Calum out a little bit, but I'm going to give him 2 of these. I've got 4 left. So if I just take those off, there we go. They are now in Calum's possession. Now, I'm not sure when he's going to use those, if at all, really. But it's completely up to him. He earns them now. Now, on my end, I just got 50 fire making. I want to go Wintertot because we need 60 woodcutting for yew tree requirements and 60 fire making and 60 fletching. But why not train as much as we can at Wintertot? Now, we need 70 in these skills anyway, except for woodcutting because that's a tertiary skill. But we need 70 fire making, 70 fletching because they're main skills for me, and that gets us master rank on legends. Now in Wintertot, even though we've not got a tertiary for construction yet, we can train it in there because it's part of the game, but we can only train it in the mini game. Now that means if we got 50 con in Wintertot, which we're not going to get unless we do a lot of solos, then we can't like put teleports in a house or anything. We can't do anything like that until we unlock it, which I'm sure the other boys have already discussed anyway. For now though, we're trying to find warm clothes. So let's head to our first stop. Okay, first stop is Mr. Django. Now, this exists, which not only is a signature item of Bard, but it counts as a warm item. And I don't think I'm ever going to be taking this off again. It looks so good. Now, the problem that I've got is I don't have any areas unlocked for Clue Hunter because it's like areas of Zaya that I've not got. It's Ardy, Yanil, etc. And I don't have any of those yet because I've took my entire focus basically to Misthalin. So yeah, I guess that's a problem. But I think 2 warm items will be enough, especially as I get to higher fire making levels. So I need to get to Varrock and buy a Staff of Fire. That way we've got 2. I don't have the money for it, so luckily we have these bad boys. There we go, 3,100. That's not that bad, more than I thought. Hopefully Wintertot gets us quite a bit. And here is the Staff of Fire. There we go. Okay, that is 2 warm items, which I think is all we can get for now. I might be being an idiot, but 2 should be enough anyway. Downside is I'm not sure herring's the best best food. But I'm willing to go and give it a go.
All right, we got 3 chunks from our Wintertodt game uniques that we have to unlock. So one of them that I'd like to get done is the Draenor Village chunk here, because that's going to give us access to a portion of interest, which will help us unlock the Slayer Master over here. Next thing I'd like to do is actually kind of planning ahead for when agility is unlocked. I'd like to go ahead and open up Shanty Pass. Now the reason for that is it's kind of a dual chunk that we're using. One, it's going to unlock the tourist trap for us, and 2, it's also going to give us access to the carpet to Polnivnich, which with the way our rule set is done, I don't need to unlock these chunks walking towards Polnivnich, because the carpet ride will take me from this chunk directly to Polnivnich in this chunk. So this is now an adjacent chunk to the Shanty Pass. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave it there, since I'm not going to Polnivnich yet. I'll probably wait till a later date to do that, because that's going to help us complete the feud. We'll finish Tourist Trap, going down to the Desert Mining Camp here, but we'll do those at a later date.
Oh yeah, this is big. Just got another clue scroll. I actually got it from Bird's Nest, and it's one that we can do. Let's go knock it out. I ended up starting the Pride event as well, just because it's right here in my chunk. And not another one-stepper. That's okay. What's our next step? Spin at the Falador Mace Shop. Do I have that? I think I do have that. I do indeed have that. We are spinning. Yuri is here. Do we get the casket? We do get the casket. That is another chunk unlocked. Let's go ahead and see the rewards. The rewards for our beginner casket is a leather cowl. But now we get to choose a new chunk. I've been thinking about, like, what's the next best chunk I can unlock, and I do think Sears Village is just like the most efficient one I can unlock at this time. Task wise, we're kind of locked out of doing the quest until crafting is completed. There's maple trees already here, and if I get this one, then I'll get this adjacent for free and this for free as well, so I can complete, I can do murder mystery. That does give us some crafting experience as well. We're gonna unlock Sears and the adjacent chunks. We'll get the mansion up here. We'll get the farming patch right here on the way to Relica.
Before we do that though, we have 1,433 willow logs to turn into arrow shafts and bows, so let's do that. With 30 flexion, because we're starting with 30 flexion. See what we get to. I assume only like 40. Yeah, these get virtually nothing. Why is flexion so slow, man? 32 flexion, and there's 35 flexion. Can now make willow short bows. This should increase the XP by quite a bit, and hopefully get us a pretty high level before Wintertodt. I want at least 40. And there's 40 flexion. We still have 365 logs left. This is way better than I thought. Arrow shafts are 15 XP. These were 33. Water willow longs, 41. This is awesome. And we are done. We ended with 43 flexion, and we are 17 off our next chunk unlock. Time to go to Wintertodt. I'm not sure how many levels I'm going to get there, but I want to get at least 70 fire making. That's the primary goal. And here we are in Great Kurend for the first time, even though we already have access to like half of it nearly. Now we're going to get some music tracks here. I've not really spoke about music tracks in a while. We're at 96. We'll go through that when I need them. But let's make our way to Wintertodt. Look at all these tracks. While we're here, I am going to nip down the catacombs, because that should get me another music track, I think. Yep. And we also have access to the castle now, where there's an altar. So let's go get another blessing token. Yoink. Blessing token got. As you can see, now we've got 3. Now let's get up to Wintertodt. And Dwarven Domain makes 100 music tracks. We're at 100. That's crazy. We should be unlocking quite a lot more pretty quickly as we go, because I'm going to start doing some questing after Wintertodt. But again, 70 fire making is imminent. That is the goal of this episode.
So just going through and looking at some of the previous chunks that I have been working in for a little bit. While I was on mobile and started my hunter grind, which started over here in the Crimson Swift area. If we look at the task that I had to finish, I had to catch a Crimson Swift, which I have done. And on the list here just a second ago was to kill a bird. Birds were the first task that Turiel gave me to kill, so I came over here and started to kill birds as well as hunt Crimson Swifts. So this is going to be another chunk completion right here. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to just kind of roll the chunks upwards here. You're going to see this in a second. So if I roll the chunk next to it and look at the tasks, there are actually no new tasks in this chunk. This is an automatically completed chunk due to everything that I've already completed before. We're going to do the same rolling up here. The only thing in this chunk, I believe, is a lobster pot, which we actually already have access to through the fishing shops. So we don't even need to obtain the lobster pot. So that's another free completed chunk. We'll roll upwards to this chunk up here as well. Same thing. No new tasks added. This is automatically completed. We get to free roll the hunter chunk here. And if we look, I can't get 30 attack right now because I'm not 500 total level. So I don't have access to the attack. However, in this chunk, I would need to obtain the items from the Forgotten Souls. So we can't fully complete this chunk right now. We need to be able to kill Forgotten Souls, get their drops. But so that chunk is unlocked for us because of its being a hunter area. The chunk next to it, also another hunter area. So we can go ahead and unlock this one for free as well. That still leaves us the one free chunk to unlock from this last quote unquote chunk completion. So what I'm going to go do with that is I'm going to go over, again, since we have access to Port Sarim, we're going to go ahead and we're going to unlock the chunk for charter ships.
I am both nervous and excited. It's my first medium clue of the account. Let's open her up. Inside Fenkenstrain's castle. Oh, I think that's pretty far away, isn't it? Oh, shit. Maybe an orienteering token? We just won't be getting over there anytime soon. I'm 12 levels away from another orienteering token. Like, I could open up Grand Exchange or I could open up the Sawmill. Pop an orienteering token. So it's like, it wouldn't be a complete and total waste, but I'd still have to unlock Fenkenstrain's castle. Oh, that's a tough decision. Just because it's the first medium clue, I'm keeping it for right now. We got 3 clues while fishing lobsters. A medium, an easy, and a beginner. The beginner one wants me to come over here and talk to Shanty. All right, Shanty, come on over here, buddy. And we got a new clue. Speak to Reldo. Do I have Reldo? I think I do have Reldo. I do have Reldo. Well, this location is on top of Ice Mountain. Probably not going to be going there anytime soon. Let me try the easy clue, see if we have any better luck. All right, here's the easy clue in the clue bottle. Let's open that up. And we have Varrock Castle, Iron Warhammer, Green Robe Top, and Ham Robe. I don't think I'll be able to do that, honestly, unless I can get one of my teammates to help me out on that. I think we're going to end up dropping this easy.
Wait, I'm an absolute idiot. Oh my god, I am an idiot. I've not even unlocked the Wintertodt chunk. I've not... That's so irritating. I've not even unlocked the chunk. What am I doing? Well, guess I've got to go get 17 levels from somewhere. Jesus. Boys, I have found the solution. This chunk here, the only task is kill a bat and kill a giant bat, and I can do that. So if I go kill those, we get the chunk unlock, we unlock Wintertodt. Simple. Okay, here's a giant bat, assuming I can actually kill it. Giant bat down, and I'll pick these bat bones up because I might need them in the future for a quest. And here is a regular bat, and that means this chunk is officially completed, so we get a new chunk. So, back in a minute. Okay, so here we go. I'm an idiot for multiple reasons. Let me explain. This is now complete, so that's our 11th completion. I've just actually looked at this, and there's no tasks in this chunk. So this is free as well and completed, so I could have done it anyway. But, to make it even stupider, I've spoke to our huntsman Mr. Klum, and he used a bounty token and rolled Wintertodt, which gives every other member of the group that chunk for free. So, I actually have Wintertodt for free anyway, right? Now, that means I've got 2 natural completions. That puts me at 12, so we're 3 away from fully unlocking Con. But I do need to go and pick 2 more chunks to unlock. So let's go and pick some.
Eventually we'll come over here, unlock this chunk and complete it fully. But now with access to charter ships, when I have future chunk unlocks, I will be able to travel to East Ardoin. I'll be able to travel to Port Khazard. Catherby, I am going to be looking at possibly unlocking Catherby for the fishing spot, the archery shop, and close proximity to a bank. And we're going to go from there. There's lots of great plans for the account. So many different options to go with. It's absolutely crazy. One thing that I'm loving about this game mode is while I do feel constricted to certain areas, it is nice to kind of be able to freely be able to pick our path. Every time if you played this and started it from scratch, it's going to be a whole new adventure for the account, which is awesome. It's just one thing I absolutely love about this right now. So without further ado, we're going to figure out what task is next at hand for me. I probably should go finish my Slayer task at some point, get a new Slayer task from either Christylize, or if I can finish a portion of interest, maybe we will go over to the Slayer Master in Draenor Village. But for now, let's get back to leveling.
Now this puts a smile on my face. Oh, please be something we can do. Talk to the head chef in the Cook's Guild west of Varrock. Oh, I'm definitely holding on to this. A couple of great things happened today. We got 50 fletching, so we can now fletch maple shortbows. We're 59 woodcutting, less than 20,000 experience away from 60. Chopped about 1,000 willow logs, and I made 53k by selling all of those willow logs unstrung to the general store. That puts us up to 72k cash stack. Now you'll notice we hit 375 as well with 50 fletching. So we do get an orienteering token. Boom, we're up to 1 orienteering token. Here's the dilemma. I've got 3 clue scrolls on me right now. All 3 of them I cannot complete, but I want to complete them. This one is just the Cooking Guild. This medium one is Frankenstein's Castle, and this one is the Strange Device that is over on Ice Mountain. Now the beginner clue scroll and the hard clue scroll, only 1 chunk away, but the 2 chunks are relatively useless in my opinion. If you really think about it, it's actually 2 chunks away for this because I have to get up on Ice Mountain. I think it's on this one. Yeah, I really don't think I'm going to be able to get this chunk done. But the big thing I could do here, I could have a play if I chunk unlock here for the Grand Exchange, and then I did orienteering token to the west. Then minimum, I'm unlocking these 2 chunks. But maximum, I could get these 4, and then I could get the Grove over here. Not too psyched about getting the Grove, as it doesn't really do much for me right now. But we could finish Druidic Ritual. We could do the first step of our clue scroll, and maybe we could do Fishing Contest. I don't know if we have all the chunks for Fishing Contest, but we could look at that. The more immediate option I have in my mind is right over here. I use one of my chunk unlocks to go and get the Woodcutting Guild unlocked, because I get it at level 60. I then unlock the Axe Shop, get the Rune Axe. Permanent upgrade for our team would be massive. I really don't need this portion. This would really just give us the sawmill and the axe shop, which is 2 things we don't have right now. And I guess we'd also get access to the Ents downstairs if we wanted to kill those. I probably wouldn't use my orienteering token here. And of course, if I wanted to go and try and complete the clue scroll out here in Frankenstein's Castle, for one, I'd have to complete the quest requirements to get in there, but I'd have to unlock this chunk and roll at least a 4 and then unlock another chunk. I would get this farming chunk over here free, but it's just too much of a gamble, guys. It's too much of a long-term push for these clues. So I think I'm going to hold out until I'm going to see what my luck is at Wintertot. And if I get pretty lucky with uniques there, then I'll start making my way towards these chunks for the clue scrolls so that they pay for themselves. But for right now, I'm getting the Woodcutting Guild because that's just like a direct upgrade for us. I can get there in less than 20k experience. And we're going to hold on to our orienteering token. We're also holding on to our clues. That just because I'm not unlocking the chunks for them right now doesn't mean I'm dropping the clues. Just want to make that clear. Just while I was over in the Catherby area, since I got that 50 fletching, I'm going to go ahead and fletch up a maple shortbow. And with the last bowstring we got from that young impling, make myself a maple shortbow, which will immediately get shoved into group storage for Klum.
Okay, I've taken a look around, and I think I need to start getting into Kandarin because look, I literally have no chunks in Kandarin basically. So if I unlock this one here, this is my first unlock from the 2 completed chunks. There's a range here, there's a range here, and there's a range here. That's 3. There is a range here, and a range here, and a pub, and a range, and a range. Bard is too strong, man. And a pub, and a range, and a range. Okay, and I think that's that for the first chunk unlock. So we're now making our way into Kanda, and it's quite nice. I don't think I've missed anywhere. Please let me know if I have. Aha, Port Khazad. There we go. I think I'll get this anyway, because I think someone's unlocked the minigame regardless, but it's free for me, so let's just mark that off. And then we have one more unlock to use. Now, I'm really not sure where to head with this one, so I think for future's sake, I'm gonna unlock the Warriors Guild, because why not? Kind of useless for now, but it's there. Okay, and with that, we can finally start Wintertodt. So we're at 12 completed chunks, we need 3 more. We're gonna be here for the foreseeable, and then after we've got a 70 fire making, we'll go and unlock construction properly. Now, it's worth noting, in bosses like Wintertodt, you obviously can train construction, but I don't have it unlocked yet until level 15. But I am allowed to train it within the minigame. I'm not allowed to use anything to do with construction outside the minigame yet, but I can use it in the minigame. On that note though, I am going to go to a group world. So, see you soon. The boys did get me some salmon, so it should be pretty good because I'm only 27 health, so it heals like a third of it. Downside is I've only got 2 warm items, so let's see how this goes. And off we go. First Wintertodt kill. Now, I'm not sure how many KC exactly gets me 70. Like I said, I'm going to be camping here. Because 70 fletching is also something that I need, I do think I'm going to fletch every log. I'll at least be fletching the 20 a game to get the 500 points, but other than that, I'm not too sure yet. We'll have to figure it out. Yeah, the fletching XP is minimal here, so I am just going to fletch the 20 a game, basically. Ah, well. Okay, and there's kill count number 1, and 51 fire making straight up. So I am going to grab a hammer because I completely forgot that time, so I didn't manage to get any construction XP. So that's there. And what we're going to do is we're going to bank and we'll open 5 crates at a time. So while I'm doing this, let's see how the other lads are doing. 52 fire making.
All right, so we're back here looking at the chunk picker map. We were kind of just skimming through, seeing the chunks that are currently unlocked and what they require to complete. And I looked over here at this one and I thought, I'm pretty sure I've unlocked everything in this chunk. I've done everything that can possibly be done. So I went ahead and I clicked on it to see what tasks were remaining. I've hunted copper longtails already. I've got them in my bank. I've got the feathers to prove it, so we're going to check that off. If we scroll down, there are no other tasks required in this chunk. I already have it doesn't have a task for the wood cutting, but my wood cutting level is already high enough to cut and fletch teak trees, so there's no issues there. And so if we move on over to another chunk as well, I was looking at Port Sarim, and there's only a couple things that need to be done in this chunk here. I just need to buy an adamant battle axe from the shop. I need to go ahead and start Pirate's Treasure and kill a thief. So other than those 3 things, which we will go over and do quick, that'll be another chunk unlocked. That will leave just one more unlocked chunk until we unlock agility, which will be very nice for the account to train. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Port Sarim here, and we're going to get these tasks out of the way.
It's loot time, 5 crates, and we got 13k and a whole bunch of seeds. That's exactly what I like to see. Oh my gosh, I'm getting absolutely spoon-fed right now on seeds. That's actually a great haul. Snapdragon seeds, first of all, really fucking good. Harlanders, happy. Watermelons, I need them. More loot. Renar seed, U seed, that's great. Let's go. We got the warm gloves. That's a chunk. Beautiful. Not bad at all. All right, with that Wintertodt unique unlock, I am unlocking the Druidic Ritual chunk. And once I have this one unlocked, I can go and complete Druidic Ritual. I actually got a genie random while I was standing here, and I threw it into Slayer, and that's level 10 Slayer. 5 boxes, and we got the Bruma Torch. Let's go. That's our second chunk unlock for this area. Second Bruma Torch. We're gonna have to turn that in, unfortunately. And we just got burnt pages as well. Let's go. 2 chunk unlocks. Let's go. Okay, so we are getting this chunk, and I guess we have to get this chunk, don't we, in order to get up there? I think we need both of these Ice Mountain chunks. Well, I'm gonna get the Goblin Diplomacy chunk because at least I can complete Goblin Diplomacy. Go ahead and send over a trade upgrade. Oh, he's giving me the herbs that he got from his boxes. That's awesome. And there's Sheep Shearer completed. Druidic Ritual completed, which unlocks Herb Lore for us, which is just fantastic. We can finally start whittling through. We technically cannot train this skill outside of Wintertide until we have 15 total completed chunks. So we have a little bit of work to do before I can make that happen. 60 woodcutting has been obtained. We can now chop down yew logs and we can enter the woodcutting guild. All right, we're approaching the gates for the first time and we have gone ahead and entered. That is a hard task. And the fun part begins. Rune Axe number 1, Rune Axe number 2. Number 40k of the cash deck was provided for, it was from Klum, so we're going to give him his axe.
And there's kill count number 2, halfway to 53, not bad. So I've just realized this game that I've not actually bought a house yet, so I can't get construction experience here, so I can fix the things without getting experience. I'll be honest, I can't be bothered to go get a house right now, because I'm not doing solos, I won't get too much construction XP from getting 70 fire making, so I'm just going to go there without getting any construction XP yet, and then I'm going to complete 3 more chunks and unlock construction normally, and then I'll just train it with some planks. Kill count number 5 coming in with 55 fire making. Now, I was going to be a bit patient and go to 10, but let's open these 5 now, and then we'll open them every 10 afterwards. Gives us a little bit of content to look forward to. Are we ready? Can we spoon some... Ooh, burnt pages. That's a collection log slot. We'll go over that in a minute. More burnt pages. And more burnt pages. What the hell? 53 burnt pages in my first 5 Wintertod kills. That is crazy. Wow. I mean, no use for them yet, but we also got some gems, which is nice. We got some logs, but we did get some teak and mahoganies, which could be useful for construction. Overall, pretty good. And an Aventor seed. I'll take that. Now, we did just get a collection log slot, meaning we get to unlock a chunk. Now, I'm not too sure where to go from here, so let's just have a little think. While looking at my map, I have just noticed that this has a cooking range in, and I completely missed it, so let's unlock that now. While looking at my map, I have just realized that the Fishing Guild chunk's got a cooking range in it, so let's unlock that now in my unlock phase. And then what we'll do is we'll unlock the Kami spawn here. Now, this does 2 things for us. It lets us access the altar in the castle, and it gets us access to Merlin's Crystal and Holy Grail, which are really, really, really good quests. So that's where we're going to use our chunk. Back to Wintertod. Now, I am going to open them every 10 kills from here, just to give us a little bit more fun on the loot end. And so you've not got to watch boring Wintertod content over another. Bop! Okay, 57 fire making. We're getting hit less now. As you can see, we're only getting hit 3s instead of 4s, which is very helpful. Also got a flexion level. Possibly going to get another. Well, we will end up getting another by 70. But 9 levels till another chunk. Not bad. There's 10 kills. We're now a Wintertod champion. You heard it here first, folks. Now, again, I wanted to be patient, but I am getting off in a minute from this session, so I am going to open these up again. Are we ready? 1. Ooh, maple seeds. 2, 3, 4. Money. Can we just get a piece? We can't. But we did just get a lot more money. That's quite nice opening. Okay, let's crack on. And there's 60 fire making hit, 10 levels to go. Okay, so I did a little bit more than 10. I did 13, as you can see, and that's because it got me 325 total level. We're now 65 fire making. We're almost at a goal for the master rank for fire making. Not bad. Now, I'm not picking a chunk just yet. I'm going to open these first just in case I hit a collection log slot. So, without further ado, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, good coins, good gems. 4, 5, more burnt pages. 6, Ranars, that's not bad. 7, nope, not yet. I guess I'll bank these. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, cash. 11, 12, and 13. Not one unique. But we did get some good consumables and supplies. Not bad at all. Right, let's crack back on for 70 then. I have decided that I do need 70 flesh in the long run and more wood cutting after this because I'm not going to hit 70. But I'm going to save those when my bond runs out again so I can do them in Draenor without using membership. So before we start Wintertod, let's pick our chunk. Thinking long term and for the quests it unlocks, I am going to do this chunk. That gets me Plague City and Biohazard. So they're really useful quests in the long run. Let's crack on.
All right, so while I came over to this chunk to complete the tasks, I did want to go ahead and check and see if a seagull counted as a bird for the Slayer task, and wouldn't you know, it does. So we have, if we look in the corner here, 37 more seagulls to kill. So we're going to go ahead and finish that in this chunk as well. All right, here we are. we're going to kill the last seagull for our first Slayer task completion. Alright, there it is. We can see down there you completed your first task. You need 4 more before you can start receiving points. We got 315 XP, level 4 Slayer. Very nice. Here, we're killing the thief for the chunk completion. Alright, so we're out here kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I am starting the portion of interest while I am also going ahead and completing the Port Sarim chunk. So we're kind of going to be hopping back and forth here, just following the quest guide. And last thing I need to do in Port Sarim is just go buy the Adamant Battle Axe. Alright, so with that chunk unlock that we got just a little bit ago from completing the Isle of Souls here, we're going to use that and unlock the left half of the Champions Guild. So it won't unlock the canoe or the teleport for me. However, I need it for the dungeon for a portion of interest, which is on this side of the river. So I don't need to go over to the other side, thankfully. So we're just going to take this chunk right now. That way we can finish the quest. And there's Sourhog killed. Let's take his hoof and return. Alright, there's a portion of interest completed. That gave us 1000 Slayer XP, which has given us level 10 Slayer. 30 Slayer reward points, which is a really nice jump to start with 30 Slayer points. And we get to keep the goggles. Nice! Alright, so we are going to go ahead here and get our first assignment from Spria. 30 rats. Pretty easy. There's a rat spawn right out here. We might just go ahead and do this one on some small rats. As you can see there, we've killed 30 rats, so we're going to go ahead and get our next task. We have to kill 20 sour hogs. Okay, this is a cool task actually, so we get to go back to the cave that we started at with her. Here we go.
You know shit gets sweaty when you do solo grinds on Wintertop, but there is the Pyromancer garb. That's another unique. That's going to reward us a chunk unlock. I'm getting the body alter chunk, and then we also hit 425 in the last game, so that gives us another chunk. I'm getting Ice Mountain so that we can go and complete our clue scroll. Beginner clue scroll is completed, and all we get here is garbage. Absolute garbage. With the completion of that clue scroll, that gives us another chunk. I am getting Gertrude Cat and the Cooking Guild so that we can do step 1 of the hard clue. Quite literally the dumbest quest in the game is complete, Romeo and Juliet. Guys, I've been going through my chunks because I want to see if I can complete any other chunks, and I just found 10,551 over here. There's no monsters that spawn here. It's full of maple trees, which I've already got the fletching level to fletch, and I fletched several maple logs already. As you can see, I've got maple short bows in the bank, so we are completing that chunk up here. There we go. We're currently at 7 completed chunks. This puts us at 8. Now that completed chunk does give us a chunk to unlock. I think I'm actually going to unlock the Ruins of Unka chunk right here, because this will give me an adjacent fishing spot. So Desert Diary task 4, and kill a crocodile for the Ruins of Unka, and kill a goat and a billy goat. This does not give us access to Temperos yet, because we still need to unlock this. Temperos Cove will be free because of the fishing spots.
Now then, fire making is one of our main skills. So this level right here, level 70 fire making, gets us master rank. Obviously we've still got to get the rest of the skills and all our tertiary is to 60, but this is a huge step in the right direction, which means I don't really have to come to Wintertod again. I can, but there's no requirement to. Now we're going to finish this game and then we'll open the loot. Okay, so we finished at 39 kill count. We also got 47 fletching, 58 woodcutting, and we've got 16 crates. Can we hit a unique? More burnt pages. We got one right at the end. Oh, we got the Garb. Any more? Nope. So we got the garb. We also got a lot of burnt pages. We've been really lucky on these. In the bank now, we've got literally like 130, which is crazy. Now, we've just got a lot of good loot from this, including some cool herbs. But with a collection log slot comes a new chunk. Let's send it. Okay, so first things first, Castle Wars. Now, one of the boys has actually unlocked this now, so I can unlock this for free because we share minigame chunks. And that means that because this has got a cooking range, I also get this for free. Now, for obvious reasons, the chunk I'm going to unlock is the Tree Gnome Village chunk. And that's because I'm thinking about questing a lot next episode.
Alright guys, and that wraps up end of episode 6 for us. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Telecon for just recently reaching 1,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Absolutely awesome. Obviously, many of you are probably already subscribed. If you haven't subscribed to him and you've just been watching his videos without subscribing, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. And just a reminder to everyone, next week our episode will be featured on Christylize's channel. He is creator of series, so if you are enjoying, make sure to look out for episode 7 of Legend next Monday. It's gonna be a good one. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.